Screen actors, this video is all about dressing up. What should you wear to an audition? Very important question. For some reason, it makes many actors insecure and shakes them up. If you go to an audition like that, you're in trouble. So by the end of this video, you're going to have a simple formula to help you make the best wardrobe choices for any character that you're ever going to have to audition for. I'm Louis DiBianco. My channel is called Screen Acting Success. Each week on Fridays, I release a new video that shares with you the tips and secrets that I learned in the real world to help you become a better actor and book more gigs. These are things that are not theory. They're things that actually work and that you won't learn in many acting classes. So let's get into it. What should you wear to an audition? First of all, let's talk about theatrical auditions. If you're not familiar with that term, theatrical simply means any role that you're going to be performing in a TV show or a movie, either dramatic or comedic, as opposed to commercial auditions. Different animal altogether. Okay, the general rule is, I'm going to ask you first, would you decide for, let's say you're going to be playing a doctor, that you must have the perfect doctor's costume? The white lab coat wouldn't hurt, but do you have to have it? A stethoscope, all of the paraphernalia that goes with that? A police officer, would you have to have the uniform, the officer's cap and the badge? Well, ask yourself this: does the costume prove that you can act? You know the answer. So the general rule is to suggest the character. Now, what does that mean exactly? Well, in the dictionary, to suggest means that you state or you express indirectly. The key word here is indirectly. What you want to do is choose clothing that gives the feeling of the character without trying to nail that character down to the very, very fine details of what that person wears. So here's the simple formula to help you make those good choices, great choices even, for any role that you audition for. I want you to remember these three letters, TCT, and they stand for tailored, casual, or tattered. Any character that you're ever going to have to play, the wardrobe is going to fall into one of those categories. A tailored look is one that is professional and upscale. A casual look is one that is comfortable and very down-to-earth and easygoing. And tattered, well, have this image in your mind. That character will probably look desperate, or it could be a hip tattered, like a funky musician, and still the look is going to be kind of nonconformist, against the grain, torn clothing, mismatch of clothing, etc. So those are the three images to bear in mind. Also remember that these categories are not narrowly and tightly fixed. Within them, there's some flexibility. Give you an example. Let's take the tailored look. Let's say that I'm going to be playing a person who is a business person. Well, I'm going to find out, is this person a corporate CEO? If that's the case, I would choose a tie with a suit. If the character is a successful entrepreneur, an independent, kind of nonconformist person, I would still wear a really nice sports jacket but I wouldn't wear a buttoned-up shirt with a tie. I would wear a pullover. That's my choice. Still looking upscale, but giving a slightly different image of upscale. Supposing I'm going to be playing a gangster, which I often do, and the role is a mob boss, I would still wear. Now, here's where people get cliche. I've seen actors come in wearing black suits with black shirts and white ties. That is over the top and cartoonish. I would wear a nice sports jacket, and I would probably wear an open collar shirt and maybe a silk shirt with a really bold and vibrant color. Not a noisy color, not a crazy pattern that's going to fight the lens, but something that stands out as elegant and makes a statement for my character that kind of says, hey, this is me, I like it, who are you? Got it? So keep those in mind. TCT for any character that you're ever going to have to play. Now let's ask, why should we do this? Well, I'm going to give you another formula. There are 3 big reasons why, and they all begin with the word allow. So when you say, why should I do it? Just think, it's allow times 3. First of all, you want to allow the people who are auditioning you to have the freedom of imagination to come to a decision on their own about the details of how that character would dress. In sales, you'll always win more sales if you allow the prospect to feel that she is making her own independent decision to buy, as opposed to being aggressively persuaded and convinced by you. So you allow them that freedom. Second, allow for the possibility of being considered for a different role. If you wear a specific costume, let's say it's a police officer, and you're lucky enough to have somebody who lends you one, or maybe you are one, and you wear that specific costume, you might fix your image in their minds too rigidly. They might read you and say, we like this person's acting, but they're not quite right for this role. Well, if the wardrobe is more open, it allows them to be able to see you in a different kind of character and gives you a better shot at getting a job. The final allow is all for you. You want to allow yourself to choose a costume that makes you connect with and believe in your character. Now, I'm going to make a separate video just dealing with this third allow, because there's a lot to be said for it. But start to feel how a piece of clothing can change your posture, your sense of confidence, your behavior even, to bring you into character from within, not in your head. Those are the 3 allows. Now let's look briefly at commercial auditions. In my experience in the commercial world, they are more literal. Very often, a breakdown will actually say, tell the actor to come wearing a chef's costume, chef's wardrobe. They want the chef's hat, they want the proper apron, etc. Here's the rule you should follow. For any commercial audition, do your homework. Read the breakdown carefully, talk to your agent, and find out if they want something very, very detailed, or there's some leeway to suggest the character. But like I said, very often at commercial auditions, I have seen people come and book roles dressed in full costumes. Like the character is a clown, and they will come wearing the red nose and having white makeup on, etc., and the funny wig, etc. Not all the time, but definitely in the commercial world, there is that tendency to be much more literal about the wardrobe. I hope that these audition tips are going to help to increase your confidence tremendously. I have another video on auditioning that I think you'll find very valuable, and it's simply called How to Blow an Audition. You'll see the link to it here, and watch it because it's going to help you to avoid 3 big mistakes that even professional actors make. So if you've gotten value from this video, definitely share your takeaways in the comments below. And if you haven't subscribed already, hey, give the video a thumbs up. And I'm going to put a link below in the description to my latest course on auditioning, which is called Self-Taping Mastery. As you probably have already learned, self-taping is here to stay. And you should become so comfortable with it that you begin to ace more and more auditions. Until the next video, always remember, feel it, say it, mean it, book it.